Welcome to Kennel Island. Shipwrecked and awaiting rescue, I'll be uncovering the survival kit selected by fellow members of the kennel and finding out why they picked them. They have 6 items to get them through: 1 food item, 1 drink, 1 personal item, 1 song, 1 book, and 1 movie. So join me as I discover what our castaway creatures have chosen to get them through their stay on Kennel Island. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Kennel Island. Joining me today on the show we have Pup Jedi. Hello. And Pup Kouta. Hello. Oh. Okay, so the usual format of the show. You poor puppies have been stranded on Kennel Island. But it's a beautiful place to be because I am the host. So hello. Now, on your time on this island, you have 6 things to keep you occupied until your rescue. That's 1 food item, 1 drink, 1 book, 1 film, 1 piece of music, and 1 personal item. That sounds like 6 to me. So let's begin. Pup Jedi, what would your 1 food item be to keep you going until your rescue?
Good question. I would probably say pizza because who doesn't like pizza?
It seems to be a popular choice. However, what flavor pizza would you have?
Either cheese or mac and cheese.
A mac and cheese pizza?
Yeah, there's
Like
this one place.
macaroni and cheese?
Yeah.
Ah.
That's a thing? Macaroni on pizza?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's where I'm from.
So have you had this before then, Pup Jedi?
I have. It's like regular pizza, but you take the sauce and replace it with cheese sauce.
Okay. All right. I mean, we have. I
Then
think
put
we've had something like that similar, but
macaroni.
yeah. So you put macaroni, like the actual macaroni, on there. It's not just the cheese sauce.
Yeah,
Oh.
really good.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that. It just seems bizarre. It's like 2 completely different meals in one. But that's actually quite good because then it'd be very filling.
Mhm.
So are you a vegetarian then or something, or?
No, I just have a really bland taste palette.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. How about you, Kuda? What would be your 1 meal you could survive on?
Well, I think I would pick something a bit more functional, maybe like a bunch of power bars to like keep me to like give me nutrients so I can survive as long as possible. But
Okay.
if I would have to like go on taste, I would pick the mac and cheese, but the way my mother makes it, because her recipe is just mwah, it's perfect.
Oh, what's your mother's secret recipe?
um, well, it's not just it's macaroni and cheese, but she also puts broccoli in it, bacon, um, uh, sh- mushrooms, and a bunch of other stuff that I don't know that she puts in it, but it's delicious.
Hmm. That actually does sound quite nice. You can be quite inventive with mac cheese, I suppose. But I mean, yeah, I liked your your power bar answer was intriguing actually. But I think you would probably get bored of it after a while. But if you've got something that's special to you, like the mac cheese that your mum used to make, or was it your mum or
My mom, yeah,
your mum?
but
Okay.
it doesn't have to taste good. I just have to survive.
Well, exactly. But I mean, you might just go crazy if you're eating things that you don't like every day. It wouldn't be a pleasure. Whereas Pup
Mhm.
Jedi, she's chosen something that is bizarre but filling and yummy. I like
Yeah.
that.
Then again, it might be your last meal ever.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Awesome. Okay. What about a drink? Now, this can be alcoholic and non-alcoholic. You don't have to be forced into making a choice of alcohol. You can have something nice if you want to. It doesn't get you tipsy. How about you, Pup Jedi?
I would probably just pick water because Yeah.
Why?
Or if I wanted to get fun with it, chocolate milk.
Yeah, that's better. I mean, there's water all around you. Yeah, you may go crazy drinking it because it's salt water, but hey, I think I think the chocolate milk, that sounds even better. I have a fridge, so you're fine. It won't spoil. But that sounds yummy. And do you like a thick shake, or do you like the kind of
Yeah,
watery,
thick
thick? Yeah,
milk.
yeah,
The best.
absolutely. The kind that you try and suck through a straw,
Yeah.
and you just end up getting this horrible brain freeze because you're sucking so hard on this icy substance. I love it. And do you usually go somewhere for your choc milks? Like, is there any particular place that you go for the best choc milk?
Not particularly.
Oh,
I'll drink any chocolate milk that's given to me.
nice. Very nice. How about you, Pup Kouta?
Well, it can be alcoholic, right?
It can be alcoholic if you want it to be.
Well, I'm pretty sure I could maybe like figure my way around finding water on the like island. Maybe if there's a river with sweet water, I could figure out a way to filter it. So I'm gonna pick myself a nice bottle of Glenlivet whiskey.
Oh, that sounds good. I think is that a single malt or is that?
Yeah, it's a single malt. The best one. Yeah, the best whiskey. Ah, so good.
That does sound really good. I'm not a huge connoisseur of whiskey, but I'm more of a vodka person myself. But I have tried some whiskeys, and do you like an oaky or a smooth one?
I like one that has like a warm aftertaste and one that goes down very, very smoothly, like very creamy and stuff like that.
Mm, yeah, that sounds really, really good actually.
Yeah.
I have one more pup coming in because I wanted to. This may be the last show for a little while, so I wanted to bring one more up. So please welcome to the show, Pup Lorie. Now, Pup Lorie is going to pop up any moment. Beautiful. Okay. So
Okay, good.
I've asked I've asked Pup Jedi and Pup Kouta a couple of questions, only two so far. So I'm gonna catch you up now. What would be your one food item that you would bring to the island?
Probably be garlic bread. I just really like garlic bread.
Ah, it goes with anything.
Yes.
I love it. Well, we've already had a mac cheese pizza from Pup Jedi, and we've had a special macaroni and cheese that his mom used to make from Kouta, or energy bars, which was quite, sensible, I suppose. That sounds nice. Now,
It's about survival.
it is about survival. Do you have like just plain garlic bread or garlic bread with cheese?
Garlic bread with cheese.
Oh, yes. I just think it's kind of one of those things, garlic bread with cheese, that's I would consider it I don't know, for me it could just be a meal on its own. It depends how much you have of it. I just think it's like so filling, so tasty. Um, but do you make your own? Are you that inventive that you'll make your own garlic?
No, there's a frozen pack of garlic bread that I use.
Well, that's cheating, but yeah, that's fine. I would probably do the same. But yeah. And how about your drink? So far we almost just had water from Pup Jedi, but then she changed her mind and got a bit more exciting and a bit more different and went with chocolate milk. And Pup Kouta, what was your one again? Yours was
It's
whiskey.
a nice bottle of Glenlivet whiskey.
Glenlivet whiskey.
Preferably the 21 age, if I get it for free.
Oh, of course, everything's free on Kennel Island. So,
Make it 2 bottles.
no, one. Okay, how about you, Lorie? What's going to be your drink? It can be non-alcoholic, no pressures.
Just sparkling water, like a sweetened sparkling water.
A sweet. Do you have it flavored, or is it just sparkling water in general?
Like a lime or lemon flavored.
Yeah, a bit of a twist in it. Yeah, so.
But not as sweet as Sprite or anything.
That sounds nice and refreshing. And in this kind of heat that we're all experiencing right now, even though it's 2 degrees where I am, I think that's the ideal choice. A nice sparkling water. That sounds very nice, actually. Okay, the next item. Let me have a look. I like to know what people read. I'm not a huge reader myself. However, starting with Pup Jedi, what is your favorite book that you could read over and over again?
Now, does it have to be a novel,
No,
or can it be a graphic novel?
Anything at all that you like to read.
Because I really like the Adventure Zone. It's a graphic novel series based on a D&D campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And it's by these 3 comedians that I like, and their dad.
Oh.
And then they play a game of D&D, make a podcast out of it, and then make a graphic novel out of it too.
That sounds really interesting. I've never heard of that before. Have any of you perhaps heard of that one?
No.
Don't think I have, no.
So do you like that kind of adventure side of things?
Yeah, and the humor.
And the humor, yeah. I think I like anything with a bit of comedy to it. I mean, life can be too serious as it is, so a bit of humor always helps to get us through the day. That sounds really cool. I have to look that one up. How about you, Pup Kouta?
Well, I saw this movie the other day called Vampire Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, classic.
I know it's from a book, so I'm kind of stoked to read the book. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. And what is it about that sort of you think you would like to read?
I really enjoyed the movie.
Hmm.
And my partner has read the book and he says it's really good, so I figured why not? I haven't started though, so perfect for the island.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, it's strange going sort of backwards because usually people read a book and then watch the movie. It'll be interesting to see how the book sort of compares from the movie outcome, let's say, of it. But yeah, and you're into those kind of fantasy films about mythical creatures?
Usually not, because these days everything is so Marvel and superhero-ish, but it was very classic and in-depth, and I really like that, so I'm looking forward to the book.
Very good, very good. And how about you, Lorie? What would you read?
The same thing with Kouta almost. It's because I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but oh well. Just like a movie, a book from a movie. That, I'm sorry, I'm getting rambly.
No, don't worry.
Sorry, this is really new for me. It'd be Auntie Mame by Patrick Dennis.
What's that about?
It's about this like eccentric libertarian aunt in the 1920s America. And I just really like it because it's so avant-garde and funny.
Nice.
And it's the movie is like, me and my dad both really love the movie, so it's kind of like a bonding thing for us.
Oh, nice. Well, that's good. That has some kind of emotional connection. Well, at least the film does, so the book would as well, I'm guessing.
Yes, I think so.
That's beautiful. Okay, we will go to the music choice now. So, going on to Jedi, what musical track? And you can't choose an album. It can only be one piece of music. What would that be?
I'm gonna go safe choice, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a classic.
Yeah.
I like that kind of classic. classic rock stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's kind of a popular choice with anyone who likes a mixture of like classic and pop and rock, 'cause it contains pretty much everything in that one song, which is very, very clever. But yeah, that's a pretty decent choice. Can you remember the first time you ever heard that song?
No, it wasn't when I was a kid because my dad's big into music.
Yeah.
So he has 1,000 records.
Wow.
Well, actually, I think it's like 1,800 now.
Jeez.
Yeah, he has a lot.
That's good. I mean,
So,
that's a good thing to collect, though, is music.
so
And
he
vinyl?
got me into that stuff. Yeah, vinyls.
Nice. Oh, it's a decent choice. That is one that I wouldn't personally get bored of myself. How about you, Pup Kouta?
Well, I really like the artist Sia, so it's definitely going to be a song of her. But I'm just not sure which one yet. Maybe I will go with We Will Be Found, because I think it's a pretty kind of ironic, because we want to be found if we're lost on a deserted island. So it might give me the courage to like keep going, but she literally sings, "I know we're lost, but soon we will be found." So maybe it will give me like the courage to keep going.
I would say so. That's a decent choice as well. I mean, I didn't know a lot about Sia like up to a couple of years ago. But yeah, I do love her music, their music. But yeah, I have to listen to that song though, because I've not heard that song in particular. I'm making a list on a piece of banana leaf that I found on the island, and just scratching away. There we go. Yeah, nice choice. Okay, how about you, Lorie? Your one song that gets you through the day.
Interestingly, the name of the band is called Pup. So.
Oh.
Already a fan.
And what style of music are they?
Like indie rock, very
Nice.
similar to Mother Mother.
I'm pretty keen on indie rock. Do you say that's the band or the song?
That's the name of the band.
That's the name band. What's the song?
Either Dark Days or Kids.
Dark Days. I've heard of Dark Days. Mind you, I'm probably thinking lyrics to a different song. Cool. And what does that? Where did that come from? I mean, why that song in particular?
Because of the band name and just because I think it was an interesting song that I just discovered a few days ago.
Nice. I like that. I like that when you discover new songs that you didn't really know were out there. I mean, even when you stumble on them by mistake, and suddenly it can mean a lot to you. But that's decent. That's a nice choice. Unusual ones that I've never heard of, which is always good. It gives me something to look forward to. Okay, now the next item is going to be the movie. And this is always a fascinating choice to me. So, Jedi, what's your movie that you could watch over and over again?
Either Star Wars: A New Hope or Pacific Rim.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a huge mech fan. So
nice. I think I mean, I love those kind of sci-fi movies anyway. But I mean, there seems to be like a huge difference between Pacific Rim and Star Wars: New Hope, because I think, I don't know, it's like the sci-fi and monster element that's in them both, I think, is pretty cool. But it's sort of, with me, I found Pacific Rim to be quite, I don't know, visually orientated. I didn't feel the story as much as New Hope, but I mean, they were very interesting choices. Obviously, you're a lot younger than most people when New Hope came out. So when did you sort of get into the Star Wars movement?
Basically since I was like 4.
Wow.
My dad was around that age when A New Hope came out, so he's always been big into Star Wars, and he got me big into it, and obviously with my name and all, I'm still big into it.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. That's really cool. I mean, Here's a controversial question then. So what do you think of when the new Star Wars started to come out? Like, let's say Phantom Menace. What did you think of that?
Well, Phantom Menace came out a little bit before I was born, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I enjoy all Star Wars, really.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad Star Wars. It's just some strange characters that people didn't really get to grips with.
Yeah.
I think we all know who we're talking about when talking about a
Yeah.
character in that. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad to see like younger generations are still into Star Wars and they followed him from back from the start. That's
I'm
really
actually like planning a Star Wars cosplay right now.
nice.
A Mandalorian.
Oh, I do like Mandalorian. That's really decent. I've been watching the new series, the series, and I think that's pretty cool as well. Okay, Pup Kouta, your film that you can watch over and over again.
I don't think I know. It's been a while since I've actually watched any movies except Interview with a Vampire, but I already have that book, so
yeah,
I might get bored of it once I've read the book. So might be smart to pick another movie, but it's been a long time since I've watched any. I usually just watch shows.
Mm. Well, what would be your show then? I'm gonna let you choose a show.
My show that I can watch over and over again. I think that would be How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
I've seen it, I think, 3 times, all the 6 seasons, and I feel like watching it again. So it really makes me laugh. So I really like that.
That's cool. I've only seen a couple of episodes of it. I've not given it a chance. I'm terrible like that sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's a popular show, so there must be a reason behind it. But Neil Patrick Harris, I think he's a very, very funny guy anyway. But yeah, what about? I mean, no, I'm going to leave it at that because I've not seen it, so I can't comment. But if you can watch that over and over again, then it must be good.
Yeah, I like it.
No, nice. Have either of you, you two pups, seen How I Met Your Mother?
I have not.
No.
Uncultured people.
I've only seen a few episodes, and I don't
Same.
really like.
No, I think it's sort of like it's either that people seem to either watch that or they watch things like Big Bang Theory. They've got their own cliques. Most people I've spoken to have seen Big Bang Theory, but not seen that, and then vice versa. But I think the same kind of.
I think they all have the same creator. Because they're very similar.
My sitcom of choice is Parks and Rec.
I love Parks and Rec. That is a really good choice. But I think I've seen every series like 3 times now, just over and over again. It just cheers me up. It's not like I'm going to get anything new from it. But I think it's very clever writing where they can just keep you laughing non-stop with every line.
Mm-hmm.
That's a decent choice. How about
just a heads up?
Hmm?
Yeah, just a heads up. The ending of How I Met Your Mother is not good.
Oh, is it not?
No, but just ignore that and watch the rest.
Okay, there's your good advice for the world out there. How about you, Lorie? What's your favorite film or TV show? Because I'm going to give that today.
I really like Pose, the Netflix show or the FX show.
Ah, another one. What's that about? I've not heard of it.
It's about transgender people in New York City in the 80s.
That sounds decent. There was a film. No, it was a TV show that was on Netflix. And it had I forget her name. Jude. Is it June? Oh, what's her name? Begins with a J. And they all live in this apartment on a hill in a house with this lady. City Life or something like that, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I'm going to check my sources, but I think that's what it's called. I'm going to leave it in the comments below. But it's June or Jude. She's a short actress. She's gay, but in real life, but I forget what her name is, and it will come to me. But I'll carry on, and I'll come back to that. So the last item, going to Pup Jedi, is your personal item. This is something that you can look at every day, hold close, and make you feel like everything's going to be okay.
Can it be an animal?
Yeah, anything you want.
Because it would either be my computer, because that's my connection to the world, or my cat.
Oh.
Because he's not over here right now, so I can't show him. But he's a big black cat, and he's really friendly. His name is Kippy.
Kippy. That's cute. How long have you had your kitty?
We've had him for about 3 years now.
Well, 3 years. And was this a rescue cat or from a little wee baby?
We rescued him from a shelter. So he was about 6 when we got him.
Oh.
So he's getting a little older, but he's still going strong.
Yeah. I think that's a really important thing for people to remember out there as well. Like, if you're thinking of getting a pet, look towards rescue homes and things, because it's not their fault they had a bad life, and everyone deserves a good life if you can give them one. But that's beautiful. That's a good choice. And how about you, Kouta?
Well, I think if the most useful object could be like a fire stick. That's something you can make fire with.
Well, I thought you meant like an Amazon fire.
I literally thought you meant a dongle.
No, something you can make fire with.
That's all right. I mean, in my eyes, I'd say don't worry about that. I have all the tools you need to survive. This is just something that that is personal to you.
Okay. Something that's personal to me. I would say my boyfriend.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could take your boyfriend. I have not made any rules saying you can't.
Well, I don't think if he's gonna be that stoked about me dragging him along to a deserted island, so I might need a backup plan.
I would think about that for sure.
Yeah,
but
then I think I would maybe take my flute or my dog.
Oh, well, you can entertain us with either, with the flute or the puppy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. How about yourself, Lorie? What's your personal item?
Either my cat, like what Jedi said, or my knitting stuff, because I knit.
I like the knitting idea. I mean, knitting for me, I can't do it, but I like watching people do it and watching them create things. I think it's a very creative skill. I mean, it may be very hot on the island, but you could still knit something else, like an umbrella for the shade.
Or a flag or something.
All right, yeah, you could just knit a giant SOS for us for passing planes.
Yeah. Next to one rescued.
Yeah. See, I think you've all made some pretty good choices there. You really have. I think you're going to get through this little stint on the island nicely. And just to go back to the TV show I was talking about, it's Tales of the City, and it's starring Elaine Page.
Oh.
I was thinking June or Jude because I think she was in a film called Jude or something.
Juno.
Juno, that's the one. Thank you. I knew there was a connection between the J word. But yeah, that's a brilliant series. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix at the moment. Tales of the City. I don't know why I'm trying to push it, but it's just a very good LGBTQ plus film. I think it's worth watching. But yeah, thank you very much for all your input. That was awesome. just an interesting insight into the minds of all the pups, kitties, critters out there. These are the types of people you can meet at the kennel. We have a big, varied family. Everybody is welcome. As I said before, you do have to be 18 plus, but it's only for your protection. And if you're close to that age, then hang on in there because you're in for a treat when you do join us. Is there anything anyone would like to say before we wrap this up and go?
Just thanks for having me on.
It's been a pleasure. And how about
everybody's welcome?
That's beautiful. Thank you.
And
yeah.
For me, thank you for having me. And I'm also getting a pup hood in a few days, so I'll actually have something pup-related. That's nice. So, yeah, thank you for having me.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, so that about wraps it up. The links will be below. As I say, if you come along to Discord and join the family, you can meet everybody there. We'll welcome you with open paws. And it's a nice, safe environment for anyone who needs that escape from the outside world, as we all do sometimes. But thank you once again for watching. I'm sure we'll be back in the future. But for now, this was our last show for a little bit. We're just taking a short break. But stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see you very soon at the kennel. Bye.
Bye.
If you would like to get to know other pups and critters around the world, be sure to click the link tree below and you'll find links to our Discord server, our Twitter page and Instagram. Signing up to our community is quick and simple and it'll be the best decision you ever made. So come and check us out today and we'll see you at the kennel on Discord.